What's going on YouTube? Today's video I'm going to be showing you my much loved deck, Geargias. I've been playing this before it was cool. The reason I enjoyed this deck is because of its versatility in terms of the spell and trap card lineup. The monster count is it's kind of iffy about what you should play, but so far for this format, I've been playing almost the same build as my last one when Dragon Rulers were still around. Start off, we have your 3 armors because they're your main engine of the deck. It does everything for you. It searches out, it makes your combos. And then you have 3 Geargia accelerators, pretty self-explanatory. You can't run Geargias without the accelerators. It lets you go into quick XZ plays, branches off into your synchro plays. Then you play 3 Geargia arsenals because it's like a Lone Fire Blossom. Who doesn't love a Lone Fire Blossom, you know? Then 3 Geargiano MK2s because I do play a Geargia gear, which is the trap card. The trap card is pretty amazing, works like a rescue rabbit. So we have 3 rescue rabbits and 1 Geargiano. I play this simply because it branches off your synchros, but also because you play 3 Geargia gears in this deck, so you need more targets than just 3. So 4 targets for Geargia gear kind of makes up for the 3 that you play, so you always have a live target. Then 2 Karakuri Watchdog Zaizens because they are your main synchros along with Nishipachi. Karakuri Zaizen, you mostly use it for your 8-star synchros, while Nishipachi you use it for your 7 stars. And Nishipachi does amazing plays with Geargia armor where you have it face down, you summon him, flip it face up, go for a 7, then synchro out into an 8. Then of course you have 1 Gen X Ally Birdman. I wish this would go to 2. It would make your OTK more consistent, but Konami was too smart about that, so they limited. Now you have 1 Redox. I chose Redox because there's 2 options in this deck on Geargias. You can either play Call of the Haunted or Redox as your revival card, and I chose Redox simply because when you have a Zaizen in hand, instead of wasting your normal summon to summon it, you can always go Redox, Monster Reborn, pitch Redox and Zaizen, and revive your Zaizens if you already have a target engraved, which you should by that point. So that's why I chose Redox. It just provides more ways to get stuff out of your hand, such as your tuners, and it's a 3000 wall, so it's pretty good. Then 1 Maxi and 1 Veiler. I do side into a 2nd Veiler and 2 more Maxis. I only play 1 of each because right now the meta is kind of iffy. You don't know if you're going to play Boojins, which don't special summon a lot, or you don't know if you're going to play against Heretics. So I like playing 1 of each because you're at least ready for game 1. Game 2 you can side them out, side more in, depending on what you need. So that's as far as the monster lineup. Now for the spells, I play 2 MSTs. I do side in the 3rd. Pretty self-explanatory, you know. This deck does have a little problem with back row, but usually the decks that are being played right now, they don't have a lot of back row, so MST is pretty good. Always has been good. Play 1 Dark Hole. I know some people stop playing it. I don't know why, but I play this simply because there's times when I don't want a normal summon, but I do have Geargia gear. So if I can clear my opponent's board up, it's always good. My build is more aggro anyways. 1 Forbidden Lands. Out! I still play lands because you never know when it's going to come in handy. If they try to bottomless your Karakuri Synchro, you know, you always have lands to back it up. So it extends your place and protects your monsters. Then 1 Mind Control. I haven't seen a lot of Geargia players run this. I don't know why. I started maining it instead of siding or just not playing it because, oh my gosh, the mirror match is just beautiful. Even if they set 1, most of the time right now to the meta, if they set 1, it's most likely going to be a Geargia armor. So Once you activate Mind Control, use their own Geargia armor against them to extend your own plays. It's always good. Makes your opponent butthurt. One Book of Moon. You have some shenanigans with Geargia armor, and it's always good to stop your opponent. One Iron Call. I am debating about whether playing 2 or 1, simply because my style of play is more towards OTK as fast as possible. So one Iron Call extends plays. For trap lineup, we have one Torrential Tribute, one Deep Prison. I am going to replace this with another Mirror Force, one Bottomless, Compose. All of these are staples, and I still play Solemn Warning. I don't really care about the 2,000 life point damage, because by the end, when you have field presence, it's not going to matter much. And Mirror Force, I might replace, what is it? Might replace Deep Prison with it, with the second one, simply because right now Mirror Force is really good. Then 2 Chains. I still play 2 Chains. I like Fiendish Chain. It's extremely good. 2 Trap Stuns, since I do play a lot of back row, and I want my opponent to be locked down the turn that I'm going off. 2 Trap Stun seems to do the job. I don't play 7 tools. I don't like killing myself, since I'm already playing Solemn Warning. I don't want to drop myself down to 3,000, because that's just a little bit too much. And if I can just activate Trap Stun and negate all of my opponent's traps instead of just negating one, I like that. It's a personal preference. And then of course you have 3 Geargia gears. I know you're missing 2 targets, but like I said, this deck is more towards OTK as fast as possible, and 3 Geargia gears makes it easy to side out for games 2 and 3, if you ever go to 3. Now for the XZs and Synchros, I play 1 Soul of Silver Mountain. Not a lot of people play it. I don't know why. I like it a lot. If you don't know what his effect is, it's basically like a Fire Formation Gyokyo. And if it has an XZ material and it destroys a monster by battle, you get to revive is it 1 Earth monster? Yep. 1 Earth monster from your graveyard. So let's say they got rid of your Burrito, but you still have your Beret. Switch an opponent's monster to defense. Attack with Soul of Silver Mountain. And now you get your Burrito back. Main phase 2. You can either use your second Beret to flip the Burrito into attack mode and draw a card. So it's always pretty good. Great against late game. 1 Wind Up Zen mains. I still like Zen mains. I don't know. A lot of people told me it's kind of iffy right now, but I still prefer to use Zen mains. 1 Tempo. I am thinking about taking this out. It was good against a lot of matchups back in the old days, but it's not really pulling its weight anymore. So I might replace this with an Exiton Knight or a Big Eye. Depends on which one. My local runs out of the new booster boxes as soon as they get them, so I haven't got a chance to get an Exiton Knight. Then rank 4s, we play 1 Maestroke. I like Maestroke. I keep it OG. And then 2 Geargia X's. You need 2 in case something happens to the first one. You always have a second one to rely on. Then for your Synchros, for your level 7s, you have 1 Black Rose. Self-explanatory. You get to nuke the field in time of need, and if you run out of Berets, you can always go into Black Rose Dragon and make it a 2400 beater. Then you play a triple Beret. I don't play 2 of them. I think 3 is good. Most of the time you end up burning out 2 of them. So late game, having a 3rd one is always good. Then for your level 8s, I'll play 1 Scrap Dragon, 1 Stardust, and 1 Stardust Spark Dragon. These are essentially one of the best 8s that you have in your deck. Scrap Dragon, it has a crazy play with a Geargia X that I might do a video on. So basically, you destroy Geargia X, to end up with a field of 2 Berets, Scrap Dragon, and Karakuri Shogun Burrito, or a Stardust or Spark Dragon, depending on your choice. But you'll end up with one of these 3 with a Geargia X Scrap Dragon play. And like I just showed you, I play a 1 Burrito because you only need the 1. And I play Crimson Blader, playing him because Mermails are still being played. And you know, once you shut down their high level ranking monsters, high level monsters from special summoning, you pretty much auto win the game. And because Heretics, a lot of people haven't played Heretics, so Crimson Blader shuts those down too. But one of the things I've been thinking about adding is a Colossal Fighter for the Bujin matchup, since you can just keep on attacking with Colossal Fighter and they use up their cranes. And that is the main deck for mine. Like I said, I like the way the deck just works around. You can always change up things. For the side deck, I'm still kind of iffy on it too, but the staples are 2 DD Crows, like I said, Maxis, 1 more Veiler, and I side in a second Iron Call because game 2 you don't want to start off as turn 3. By that I mean just setting the armor play. You want to go off as fast as possible. So the second Iron Call gives you that possibility. And I also like to play a Heat Wave. If you don't want to go off as fast as possible, you can activate Heat Wave to shut down your opponent for turn 1 so they can't summon. I don't recommend using this card against, the Noble Knights, because all their monsters are normal until they get an equip card. And for the rest of the side deck, I'm playing 2 Electric Virus for the Geargia mirror match, 2 Imperial Iron Walls for Bujins because they can't do anything, 1 Vanity's Emptiness. I might take this out for something like Mistake, I'm not sure, still thinking about it, but Vanity's Emptiness is still good. And 3 Mind Crushes. I can't find my 2 other ones, so right now I'm proxying 2, but I'm definitely going to be playing 3 Mind Crushes. Mind Crush is extremely good this format. So yeah guys, thank you for watching, and leave your comments about my deck. I know a lot of people have been playing the Patrick Hoban builds and stuff with, 3 Upstart Goblins, 3 7 Tools of the Bandit. I don't like that build. My build is more OTK-ish. Those are more field control. Geargias aren't meant for field control. They're meant to be OTK. So, once again guys, thank you for watching, and I hope you guys have a good day.